Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Iron Gamer, and welcome to EU4 Zombie Survival, and Denmark is getting busy up here. Anyways, last we left off, we are at a war with Scotland and France, and Concat? Concat? Well, okay, whatever that place is. Whoa. Oh, sorry about that. Anyways, so I've been thinking about our defenses and realized we need to raise them, so I'm building a fort here, because it'll take longer for them to siege a mountain area when the zombies finally get here. Oh, yeah, by the way, zombies. They're currently fighting the Ottomans, and the Ottomans are losing. So if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. Aragorn? Sure. I guess that won't really hurt all that much. Let's just slow down the ticker to ×3 so I can, at the very least, dear God. Oh yeah, we're gonna get these for a while now. Alright. Tech, can I improve tech level? Yes I can. Tech level 4. I really need to get more military tech, because zombie soldiers are very, very powerful. To say the absolute least, they're very powerful. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what to do. It's been way too long. I got sick last weekend, and it wasn't bad, but because what got sick was my tonsils got infected. I had tonsillitis, and because of that, I essentially was just my throat just hurt so much that when I was trying to talk, I was talking very slow, and it wasn't very interesting content for you guys to watch, so I decided not to record. I tried recording a different game though, so don't worry, you haven't missed anything. Like, there isn't like a video somewhere of me playing EU4. I don't actually know what's going to happen in this video. Yeah. Alright. That's over the force limit, so... yeah. Jeez. Those zombies are bringing my... okay. Memlux, they tell us at the end of days, the Calapai living in Calion as the end of days, according to him. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm sorry. The ancient Sunni prophecy said once there will be a time when the armies of Rome will be defeated by the army, then the blah blah blah. Okay, so push them all the way back to Jerusalem. From there, their help of Jesus will kill the Archers with the spirit through descending from heaven. They shall conquer the entity, blah blah blah. Portray the undeads as the Romans who always threaten Muslim faith and motivate small Muslim hordes, and then conquer the rest of the world. All of these get Battle of that. I'm sorry, like, pronouncing those nigh impossible. Now, as far as I know, there is absolutely no way for the zombies to build boats, so we're good on that front, but... however... oh, God. However, I'm gonna send over a boat. I should send over my boats. Let's see here. But first, let's just... oh, yeah, no, those are allies. Those are allies. Okay, let's just send over the boats to this region, because I'm not going to use no fog of war in this time, because I actually know how the zombie horde works a little bit better now than I did originally. Originally, I didn't really know how it worked all that well. Ottomans captured that province back, which means it's going to turn to a uninhabited province, because that's how it works when you take a province back from them, which is why you don't want to lose any provinces. So that's also why I'm building a fort on this province, so I won't deal with that. Okay, so far it's looking good because they've got boats here and it's blocking the zombie horde from moving through here. So they're basically doing what I did. However, I don't know how much longer they're going to do that for. Oh, well, the zombie fort's pushing up through here, too, so I guess it doesn't really matter all that much. Yeah, okay. Let's just bring the boats back. We're going to send them up there into the Venice area, because that way we'll be able to see if they start coming through here, their armies. I don't really know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when they honestly get here, because the zombie horde will outnumber me quite a lot, and I won't have that natural defensive line that I had in when I played as Byzantium. At least tried to play as Byzantium. It was a custom Byzantium, so it wasn't the same one, but yeah. God, I am losing stability. I can't click the OK button. What the heck? My lord. Oh god, the lag fest. Yes, I think the Ottomans are dying. No offense, just my personal. I'm just gonna personally go with the Ottomans are dying. They're probably gonna run out of manpower, and eventually the zombies will just start walking all over them. Except for their forts. Their forts are going to be getting special buffs. Byzantium's probably also going to get them, because no, they haven't gotten them yet. But if I go to show them the threat is real, let them complain. Let me show them the threat is real. I don't want to bother with that. Really? Are none of these forts? Alright, well this is a fort, but it's already under siege, so that's not gonna... Okay, yeah, here's one. They've basically, the garrison is at 9,000, and this is a castle. Yeah, so you understand what I mean now by that. And since how nothing's going on, I'm just gonna knock it up to speed 5 and suffer with like 1 frame per second. Actually, I have 4. I'm quite surprised. I would have expected none, but alright. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take 4 frames per second over 1 frame per second any day. Still pretty much a slideshow, but I guess we can't all beggars can't be choosers, I guess. On the bright side, when the zombies get up to the Holy Roman Empire, all of the Holy Roman Empire will fight them because of the defense of the principalities and all that with the Emperor. Oh, wait. Ooh, if they take the Emperor first, they won't. At least I don't think they will. They still could, I guess. What? Oh, crap. I clicked the wrong button. Dang it. Okay. Lag fest. Huh. See here, Mamelukes are attempting to defend against the zombies. I have no idea how it's actually going for them, though, so let's just... I'm gonna have to pause when I make all decisions in this game, because that's the only way I get these frames per second. So look at that, so much better. It's actually at 60 frames right now. And if I click on 2 frames per second, yeah! Oh god, I look forward to when we start decreasing the zombies. I hope actual zombie regiments start getting defeated really soon, because... dear god. Yeah. Okay. Lag. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be, if I slow it down to, like, one tick, what's it like? It's actually hovering between 30 and 40 frames per second. But then it goes down to, like, 12 every once in a while, so... I don't know. Hopefully it won't get so bad that I won't be able to record the series. That's all I'm hoping for. Because this series could potentially be awesome, but then again, maybe I overestimated my computer. I wouldn't think I would have, but then again, the amount of data that's probably going through this, and the fact that I'm recording it on Fraps. Like, Fraps is awesome, I guess, but I mean, the only other option would be Shadowcast, or whatever it's called. But I can't use that option because I don't actually have an NVIDIA graphics card. Mainly because I didn't really... I got this computer and it was already built, but it was a used one. The guy basically got it and then got like after he got it, he got like a really good deal for a different computer. And the computer that he was given the deal on was actually way better than his computer. So he got that one instead because, well, sorry, I'm just looking at basically he got that one instead because there was a very good reason. I'm trying to remember. Oh yes, because this one, despite how good it is, it doesn't have a lot of data, and I can totally agree with why he got a different computer, a better computer. He got a computer that's basically like the same setup, but it had way more data, and he got it for like way cheaper. So which is why this Christmas I'm getting, I found a terabyte hard drive I can get, which I'm going to attach to the computer. Means that my computer's going to be a little bit slower, because, well, the solid state will still be pretty good, but it doesn't have a lot of data on it, because it's a solid state. So it will... My computer will run a little bit slower as I start filling up the terabyte hard drive, and it's moving stuff. It's not all on the solid state, but it'll still be pretty good, and that's the important thing. Yeah, Mamelux are getting defeated. Okay, let's just pause and find out what's going on in the rest of the world. Spreading quite rapidly. I'm still gonna turn off Terra Incognito for this. Oh god, the Ming have just been eaten. There's like hardly anything left of them. I wonder if they'll outlast it, because eventually I know that the zombie horde will lose steam, because I don't know if it will. Because like, look at it, like most of these provinces are still intact. I know that as it goes on, if you can just, as long as as long as you can slow it down. Commonwealth has been formed? Really? Wow, I'm surprised. Probably because the zombie horde has weakened its enemies. But yeah, even though Muscovy's occupied all of Novgorod, but they're probably getting eaten by zombies, aren't they? No, they aren't. Oh, that actually makes sense. Muscovy will probably be powerful for like a short time and then will get eaten. Sweden, you're having trouble with rebels, probably because you lost a war against Denmark. Oh, Denmark's at war with... Oh! What did Denmark do to make Hanstal against... Oh, no, never mind. It's the Hans, Ludenberg. It's basically all these little tiny nations here, but they're actually beating the crap out of them. That's awesome. I've not seen that before, but, you know, recently I've been noticing that, like, since the, like, last update, Denmark has just been getting the crap beat out, snot beat out of them. However, it's like, you know, the mere presence of the player will change the outcome of the game drastically than if it was just AI. Because I've seen people play games where it's just AI, but here's, like, the only difference between each playthrough is just random events that will happen to the AI as well. Well, that, and he does turn off luck for these nations. See, all of these nations that are important, that are historically powerful, get this thing called a luck dice roll thing, which he has turned off, and actually I think I have it turned off as well. But essentially it just makes sure that they aren't necessarily going to be for sure powerful, but they'll have better odds at it than basically any other nation. Okay, let's recall diplomat from the Papal State. Diplomacy. Enforce peace. Cancel. Wait a minute, am I at war with the papacy? Crap, have I been at war with the papacy and I'm not noticed? No. Okay, I have. God, if I had, that would have been embarrassing, to say the least. Oh. I'm surprised though, I mean, the zombie horde, I suppose I can't say the zombie horde hasn't made progress. In fact, it's made a lot of progress. But it hasn't made as much progress as it made that one day. And I should turn off Terra Incognito now because it's kind of cheesy when I use it. Oh, this is showing you're doing well. You know, they're just, this is all one province they're just occupying. It's just, it's the remove wastelands mod. It's just, I do it because I don't like how the annoying wastelands are there. It takes you a really long time to actually cross them though. They're not all like, they don't act like little provinces. When you get there, it takes a long time to get there. And that's just how it works. Anyways, let's keep going. Zombie horde still eating the Ottomans, but oh crap, volunteers. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Because eventually, this happened last game too. You would basically get so many volunteers that you would not be able to pay for it. The army would not be able to pay for itself. And this is the thing that I think is ironic, because if they're volunteers, you would think they would be willing to go without pay, since they're volunteering and we didn't ask them to volunteer. Like, because that's how it worked in America for a while. At least I think it did. I don't know, I learn more about history every single day. And there's always some really interesting stuff that I find out. And like, for one, I actually found out this nice quote, which is, it was by the general during World War II, I believe, for Japan. And I can't think of it, and I cannot pronounce his name, nor can I really remember it. But basically what it said was this: I would never invade America. There'd be a gun behind every blade of grass. I'm just like, I just love that quote. So much. Yeah, you have to love the Second Amendment just a little whenever it makes your enemies say, I'd never invade you. Your people are all armed. Which isn't true. Not all of us are armed as Americans. Only like 1/4 of the population actually has a gun. But that being said, like, most people, that 1/4 of the population usually has some ranging from 1 to like 14 guns. So it's not like... Now that sounds like a lot, but really, if you really think about it, let's see here. If you're a hunter, you're going to have, at the very least, you're gonna have like 7 guns, because there's like rifles that you can get. There's like, the 22 is a nice rifle, but you're not going to take it down and making really big with it. Or at least it's going to be much harder to take really big stuff down with it, because the caliber of the rifle is very low, despite the rifle itself being actually really nice. And then you've got, of course, you wouldn't use a pistol if you're a hunter. At least I wouldn't think you would. Maybe you would. I don't personally hunt, so I can't really speak for that. I personally do not own a gun, but I do support the Second Amendment because, quite frankly, okay, something that I found out, and honestly, I'm still having trouble believing it, and I don't think it might be believable, but if it is true, dear God, it is the most crazy, insane thing ever. The reason why I'm talking about this right now is because I'm actually out of time for the video, so I'm just going to talk about this really quick. But I'll keep the video going. But, basically, there was, like, in 2011, basically, the death from subautomatic rifles was, 334 deaths. Which, that sounds like a lot. But, guess what? Do you want to this is how many more people were killed by hammers. 476 people were killed by hammers. Yet nobody's calling out for hammer control. I was like, I mean, I understand where you're coming from if you want to ban guns. Well, actually, I don't actually understand. I understand you have a right to your opinion. If you think people should not have guns, I'm totally fine with that. You can have your opinion. I can have mine. And at the end of the day, we can all sit down and have lunch together and have a nice day. Well, yeah, it'd be dinner at the end of the day. Okay, whatever. But the problem is. Oh wait. Oh yeah, that wasn't even it. Almost twice as many people were killed by kitchen knives as well. 12,000 people were killed by drunk drivers, and over one. Oh yeah, this is the part which really just made me, which I'll believe it, but God, I really wish it wasn't true. 195,000 people were killed by medical malpractice in 2011. You were more likely to be killed using your own health care than by a sub-automatic rifle. 600 times more likely. That's insane. Like, honestly, I mean, no matter what your position on guns is, we really need to stop the medical malpractice. If that many people are dying from it, God, that is so really insane. It's just, I mean, personally, I think the whole gun control issue is kind of a little stupid, because you're never going to get enough people to be against guns enough that you'll be able to ban it, and you're never... Another thing is you don't want to ban it, because if you ban it, you come into this issue where people essentially... It's easier for criminals to get guns, because you've done two things. One, you've made having a gun and committing a crime with it more viable for criminals, because now they know that civilians, law-abiding citizens, will not have guns. Now they know that the only thing people that can stop them are going to be police officers and military personnel. Well, the only people that'll have guns. And if you remove Second Amendment, I don't think you can even have armed security. I'm not even sure. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm pretty sure you can't, because it's considered a civilian militia. Also, National Guard would be disbanded if you were to remove the Second Amendment. Just letting you know that, because they are a civilian militia by definition. But then what would happen is essentially you've just made another thing is guns would actually become more common, because you would make it so it'd be a very lucrative business. Because here's the thing, there's should be two types of people that are going to want guns. One, the people that want to kill people with it, and two, the other people that are trying to protect themselves. And the people that are trying to protect themselves, if it's getting that bad that they need a gun to protect themselves, they will pay for it and break the law, simply for the fact that they want to protect themselves. So you've suddenly opened. And another thing is because it's not being regulated. You have literally no regulations against it. Therefore, you don't know if you cannot control what guns people will buy either. You can't even limit that. Like, you can't limit the amount of assault rifles and high-powered weapons that they have. Another thing is that the amount of crime rate. Like, when Australia banned guns, their crime rate went up insanely. Like, it was like 69% up armed robberies, 12% up household invasions. And those are up from the original numbers. That's not even the actual percentage of what it is. That's just up from the original numbers. And I have to actually end the video here, but I'm just gonna finish this real quick. Essentially, the problem is that if you ban something, you basically make it a more viable option for criminals. One, you're gonna have people that are going to be selling it, and they can make it they can make a lot of money out of it, because people are gonna be willing to buy it, and you're not gonna have any regulation behind it. So the problem is that, like, with banning something, is that it's very... One, you would have to be able... You can't not only just get enough people supporting it that it will pass, you're going to need to have basically the majority of people not only supporting it, but enforcing it. Which, unfortunately, is very hard to do, as most people... As America, we kind of found out when we tried the Prohibition, which was a good attempt at banning alcohol. Another thing is that if something is legal, and then you try to ban it, it becomes a million times harder to ban it, because it's then common, if it becomes commonplace among a civilized populace. Basically, you've then, people are all exposed to it, and if they want it, and they didn't even know before that they wanted it, then they have the issue where you're trying to take it away from them, and therefore they're not going to listen to your law. I didn't explain that very well, but I'm running out of time here. I really should stay away from political stuff, but I have to. The other thing is that it's like with if something is not legal to begin with, and you keep it banned, you might be able to control it. Like with marijuana, if they keep it banned and they keep it enforcing it, they will slowly but surely, it'll be painful, but they will be able to keep it banned. So they will inevitably be able to stop it. However, it's going to be painful. However, if they were to unban it, at that point, you have to do civilian treatment in trying to make the populace be against it. The entire populace. You have to try and make the entire populace be against it. Because you can't ban it from there. If you ban it from there, it basically just becomes a lucrative business for criminals, which is, like, it's a very difficult thing to explain. It has to do with economics and stuff, and explaining economics in a 20-minute video is, like, here's the thing. I've been taking an economics class, and I've been taking it for, like, since the beginning of the year. I still do not understand economics entirely. There's some parts, there's very few things I actually understand about it, and most of it was stuff that I already had a basic understanding of when I was going into it. And I have no idea why I'm talking about economics, but I just thought I would. Chances are some of you have been ignoring me, and I'm totally fine with that. I've kind of been rambling about stuff, and I really shouldn't. I probably... I'll try to stay away from it as much as I can, but when I found out about this, I thought it was just crazy and all that. So it's like... Another thing that has to do with moral issues is that I don't want people to legalize marijuana simply because... I mean, for medical uses... People argue that it's a good thing, and I definitely would agree. For medical uses, it is a good thing, but the thing is that they already have a genetically modified marijuana plant that can be used solely for medical purposes, but it won't get people high. So that's my whole beef with that argument for medical, is that they already have a genetically modified plant. You're gonna have to look that up, because I cannot tell you what the website's called. It's very complicated website name, but it is a .org. It's a .organization and there's also a .gov on it as well. But yeah, it's like a case where it's like I'm not sure how I'm supposed to feel about it, because like for medical uses, you have the plant, the genetically modified plant. So really, the only other reason would be to enable it to be recreational use, and the problem with that is that I'm just gonna finish this right now. I'm sorry. Is that over 70% of people that use marijuana will actually go on to use other drugs as well, and that's my big issue with it. Is that other people, they'll use other drugs from then on, because marijuana itself isn't all that bad. Well, okay, it is bad, but it's not very bad compared to like heroin. The problem is that most people that use it will eventually might go on to use heroin, and it's a gateway drug essentially. And it starts out with marijuana, then it turns into cocaine, heroin, stuff like that. And if you can't tell, I'm writing a very long essay on drugs and marijuana and gun and economics. It's really complicated stuff, and I hate it. But I don't like writing, because I'm not a good writer. Barely good at talking, and even then, social skills. I'm not the best with social skills. Right now I'm talking to myself, so it's a little bit easier. Because when I talk to other people, people like to interrupt you. I'm okay with people interrupting me, but it's like, sometimes it's like, can you please let me finish? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, the video's done. The video's been up for a while now. Anyways, guys, if you've sticking around for this long, clearly you've just been listening to me talk, and you've not actually been paying attention to the game. But, anyways, I am the Iron Gamer. I hope you've all enjoyed. Please don't be too angry with me about the political thing I was just talking about. I hope you all will still come back to enjoy my content. If you have any if there's anything you want to comment about, just put it in the comments. I do read all comments. Of course, that being said, there's not that many commenting, so yeah. I receive all the comments and stuff. I always double check, make sure I've got all of them. But anyways, guys, it's good to be back. I hope you all have a brilliant day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.